about what positions do you think are going to be focused on, are the greatest need for the rest of the way?
I think the number one position is offensive line right now. I think either offensive line or defensive line. Nate and I agree on this a lot. I'd probably go more offensive line than anything. I think Florida State has a they're on the right step of changing this whole line right now with like actual some true talent there, true offensive lineman. You're not having to look at the transfer board. Obviously, they had to do this last season, but looking at the future, Florida State is doing a very good job on the offensive line. But changing that for a quarterback too, you've got a very talented, one of the top quarterbacks, top 10, top 15 quarterback coming in with AJ Duffy right now, who's doing very good in camps. I wouldn't be surprised if he creeps into a top 6 of quarterbacks after next season. He's killing it in camps right now. He's at IMG. He's going to face good talent. If he's able to play well, he's going to move up in those rankings even more. So you've got a talented quarterback coming in. You're looking even ahead at some guys, even a guy like, I believe Parsons was actually just recently visiting FSU, a 4-star quarterback in the 2023 class. Is going to be one of the top quarterbacks too for the 2023, that whole 2023 class. So, to keep getting these quarterbacks or get that trend of getting some top tier quarterbacks, top tier talent, elite talent, a quarterback, that offensive line's got to be built. You want to get those top tier running backs because Mike Norvell has the resume of bringing in running backs. He can do that, but adding on some spice with some good offensive line, good run blocking, allowing these quarterbacks to pass and stay in the pocket, not having to shuffle around is going to be huge. And you've already got a very talented coach with Coach Atkins. Give him those Lamborghinis, give him those Ferraris up there, those big boys. Maybe they're not Ferraris or Lamborghinis. Maybe they're tanks, they're big boys and the Hummers. I don't know what big old fat Escalades. I don't know. Put some 35s on them. Give Coach Atkins some good stuff right there. And you're kicking it for the future, because that's something that Florida State did with Trickett and Jimbo. They were able to bring in some very talented offensive linemen because they also knew you had Jameis Winston coming back there. You had a Malik Henry. You're bringing that talent in. You got to have an offensive line to protect these guys. That's the reason they'll come. But it's going to take some time. But there's some guys like Quashawn Sapp, Daughtry Richardson that Florida State is heavily after. Quashawn Sapp, FSU and Florida are going to fight for his commitment. That's another 4-star offensive lineman. It's trending definitely in the right area. Florida State's got, like I was talking about, Olu Ba is very talented. Georgia's after him. If you're having to compete with Georgia, it's not easy, but it's good to know that Florida State was able to grab him already. And he's a bell cow for FSU. But yeah, I think offensive line